In this video, I'm going to be talking about why you need a risk assessment for menopausal symptoms in your workplace. I'm going to highlight the most common perimenopause and menopause symptoms to be aware of and suggestions of affordable and easy to implement reasonable adjustments that can be put in place to make your colleagues' working day better. Why you need a risk assessment for menopause? Well, the workplace could be responsible for making perimenopause and menopause symptoms worse. And so a risk assessment highlights appropriate adjustments that could be made in the workplace. And if you're wondering why you need a risk assessment, well, if you have over 5 employees in the UK, it's a legal obligation. And it also protects you from any financial costs and potential damages. And not only that, it's the right thing to do. It's also the law under the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974 and Management Regulations from 1992 and 1999. So when you're considering doing a risk assessment, what issues should you look at? Well, you can look at the workplace and consider temperature and the ventilation, the materials that might be used in any uniforms or your clothing. What about access to toilet facilities and access to cold water? So why these 3 areas specifically? Because these are the most common areas of the workplace that can cause perimenopause and menopause symptoms to be made worse. So what menopause symptoms are there to be made worse? Well, there are 5 main types of symptoms, and they are sleep disruption and or night sweats, hot flushes and or daytime sweats, heavy or irregular periods, headaches and fatigue, muscular aches and bone and joint pain. Let's look at them individually and see what reasonable adjustments can be provided for these symptoms. So sleep disruption and or night sweats. It could be that you recognise someone may need to take more short-term absence if they've had a difficult night's sleep. You could consider a change to shift patterns or the ability to swap shifts on a temporary basis. Could you offer a more flexible working arrangement? Something you could consider would be to start at a later time or finish at a later time. Ensure employees know that they can work from home if they need to on an ad hoc basis if they've had a difficult night's sleep. Hot flushes and or daytime sweats. So you could look at ways to cool down the environment. One example could be you provide a fan for the desk, or you could move a desk closer to a window or look at ways of adjusting the air conditioning. Provide easy access to cold drinking water and easier access to washrooms and toilets. Now uniforms, look at ways of adapting them because the majority of uniforms are made from man-made materials. You might want to consider using more natural materials instead. And also consider limiting the time wearing personal protective equipment. Now obviously this is subject to any COVID measures that are required. One of the symptoms of perimenopause and menopause is heavy or irregular periods. So you could provide easy access to washrooms and toilet facilities. You could allow for more frequent breaks to go to the toilet. Be more understanding about someone who needs to work from home if they're having or experiencing very heavy bleeding. Provide sanitary products in toilets and washrooms, and provide or make it easier for your employees or colleagues to request extra uniforms if they need them. Headaches and fatigue. you could consider a temporary adjustment or alteration to someone's work duties. You could provide them with a quieter area to work in. Give them access to a restroom if they need it. Ensure there's easy access to cold drinking water. Allow them regular breaks and give them their opportunities to take their medication. And again, you could also consider giving them permission to work from home. Muscular aches, bones, and joint pain. This is where you can make any necessary temporary adjustments through reviews of risk assessments and your colleagues or employees' working schedules. So you could allow someone to move around a bit more often or to stay mobile. It's all around what helps them. Let me help you have comfortable conversations about menopause without the worry of saying or doing the wrong thing. Remember to subscribe and click for notifications of my new videos and to click the like button too. If you found this video useful and helpful, please share it and tell others about it too.